So let's talk about decision making in the brain and how we can influence that a little bit. And the first thing to really start with is to understand the brain a little bit better. You know, the human brain is a complex organ that is responsible for a wide range of functions, including decision making. Now, neuroscience has revealed that the brain uses various different models and processes to help us make decisions, and these processes and models can be influenced by a variety of different factors. Now, one of the most commonly used models for decision making is the rational model, and this assumes that individuals make decisions based on a thorough analysis of all available information. Now, we know that's not quite true, but let's work through this. Now, this model is based on the idea that humans are rational beings who are capable of weighing the pros and cons of different options before making a decision. So really rational, logical decision making. However, research has shown us that this model is not always accurate. And the reason is we're great at thinking logically, but we act emotional a lot of the time. So individuals often make decisions based on emotions or based on biases or based on heuristics. And heuristics are those mental shortcuts that the brain uses to make decisions quickly and efficiently. Bang, 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 bang. I've already made up my mind. Before you even told me, I've already made up my mind. Now, this is often based on past experiences, and they're used to simplify complex decision-making processes. This is the whole go with your gut thing, you know. Now, heuristics can be helpful in certain situations, but they can also lead to errors in judgment, especially when they're used in situations where they're not appropriate. You know, we don't want a judge that's deciding on the fate of somebody to use gut instinct or heuristics. We want them to think a little bit logically, and we want them to actually weigh up the facts. Now, another model for decision making is the dual process model. And the dual process model suggests that the brain has two distinct systems for making decisions. We have that rational system that we use, and we've also got an intuitive system. And the rational system is slow, it's deliberate, it's analytical, it's logical, while the intuitive system it's fast and it's automatic and it's emotional, it's based on our emotions. Now, the dual process model suggests that people use both systems to make decisions. And the intuitive system is often the default system that we use for quick and easy decisions. And this is why we speak to people's emotions a lot of the time. Neuroscience has told us, though, that it's not just that. You know, there's a whole bunch of different factors that are influencing decision making along the way, and this can include emotions, but it also includes social context and different external stimuli as well. For example, we know that emotions play a significant role in decision making, and positive emotions often lead to more optimistic and more risk-taking decisions, right? But negative emotions can lead to more cautious and more conservative decisions. So you want to get people in a good mood. Now, social context can also have a significant impact on decision making, as people often make decisions based on the expectations and the norms of their social groups. Now, external stimuli such as advertisements and persuasive messages, these can also influence decision making by activating certain brain regions and altering the way that we perceive and evaluate different options. So when we take some time to understand the neuroscience behind decision making, this can be helpful in influencing our own decision-making process and how we influence other people's decision-making processes, so that we can make better decisions for ourselves and also influence the decisions of other people. Now, for example, individuals can use your knowledge of heuristics and also biases to identify and to overcome potential errors in judgment, because that's the pitfall with biases and heuristics, is that it can lead us to a quick judgment that could be wrong. Now, but you can also use your knowledge of the dual process model to make more deliberate and more analytical decisions when necessary. Also means that you can learn to trust your gut a little bit. You can learn to rely on intuition when quick decisions are needed. Now, to influence the decision-making process of other people, it's important to understand the factors that influence their decisions so that you can then tailor your messages and your interventions accordingly. Now, individuals might be more likely to make a certain decision if it's framed in a positive light or if it's presented as the norm within their social group. Now, we know that the brain uses various different models and various different processes to make decisions, and we know that decision making is influenced by a variety of different factors. So take your time to understand that underlying neuroscience of how it all works, the different decision-making models, how you can use that to influence the decision-making process of other people's, and how you can use it to make better decisions for yourself. And that happens by being aware of heuristics, being aware of biases, using that dual process model, considering the impact of emotions and social context and external stimuli and individual experiences and perceptions. And when we do that, that's where we can make more informed and effective decisions in our professional and our personal life and influencing the decision of others. Bye now.